The inspiration and driving factor of my first project was probably just like really good albums and projects I've heard before it. Because the Internet by Childish Gambino. That whole project, not a lot of people know this, but that whole project actually has like a full screenplay to it, and it was meant to be a film. It just never got produced. So like I read the screenplay as I was listening to the music, and it kind of syncs up almost, which is insane. And that really inspired me. So the first project that I ever made was called Cyclical, and that was actually, I wrote a 6 or 7 page script to go with the 6-song EP. So that's what I did with that. And it was obviously really hard because I never wrote a screenplay. I never wrote a project. I don't even think I wrote a full song up to that point. I wrote like a couple verses. So that's what really inspired and got my first project going. And I will be honest, I haven't done too many concept projects since then, but I'm working on one now. So hopefully we'll get that going. In my opinion, I think my favorite project to work on would have been my Isolate project. So that one's, I think, 7 songs. And I dropped that in 2019. Yeah, 2019, November. The whole EP was supposed to be at like a lounge, like a little lounge venue. So like I kind of did the mixing to make it sound like you were at a live venue. One of the songs has like a bit of an interlude where I'm like talking to the crowd. That was the first project where I was like, I could actually do a show with this project and it would make sense. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has put quite a hinder on that. I had 4 shows set up. Most of them got canned. So I was able to do the one in Toronto and the one in Montreal. I had one in Oshawa and I had 2 in Austin, Texas for South by Southwest. And that all got shut down, which really sucked. But I will say, like, I am still really new to performing. So like I'm not the most confident performer. So I'm not too upset about losing out on shows because I don't think that's the best way for me to showcase myself at my highest potential. So the last release that I put out, which is the Golden Hour EP, it's not self-produced, but I did all the engineering on it. It's 6 songs, and it's not exactly a concept, but the idea is I knew that I was moving out of my I don't know if you call it hometown, but I was moving out of where I grew up. But it was just the idea of like leaving the place that I feel like made me the person that I am almost. So I wanted to like really encapsulate what it kind of like felt like and sounded like to grow up there. I put it out in the summer and I was just like, this is like summer as a young adult in East York as a 20-minute sound experience. But I put out 1 music video for the project. I should have put out more, but I put out 1, and that was for KOTY, also known as King of the Yiddy. If you don't know, the Yiddy is East York. And that video was really fun to make. It was shot by a fellow George Brown alumni, Davis Guerra. Shout out to Davis Guerra. And we shot that in 6 hours. We edited it in 5 hours. And we were really happy with it. And it was just a very simple music video.
Won't catch me at the mall. Pack my bags up and left, like Daniel Caesar said. Yeah, I be going west. Yeah, I be going the king of the yiddy. Time to take over the city. You a lame if you ain't fucking with me. Took my name and put it down in history.